Hi, everyone, and welcome to the special simulcast, the Neil Haley Show and the Mina Valentin Show with the host, Mina Valentin. Hi, Mina. I know that you have a great topic for us today.
I want to talk about Tattersalls. And most of you probably don't know what Tattersalls is. Um, but there was this stud groom, and he worked for the second Duke of Suffolk, I think. And stud groom is a guy that's his job is to make sure that the horses are breeding and when they breed and how they breed, and then to take care of the foals. That's part of his job. Well, he decided he wanted to go out on his own, and he started um, what they called it was his last name, Tattersalls, and it was located in it was in London, in the main area of London around Hyde Park. So, I mean, a dynamite location. And because he was sponsored by the second Duke, he automatically pulled in a lot of the high echelon. He had a big rounded courtyard. He had 150 stalls. He sold, for the most part, it was thoroughbreds. And he had carriages and coaches, and even on occasion sold hounds. He had a son, and the son had a son, and they opened it in 1766. In 1960 something, they moved it. They moved it over towards an area where they do a lot of horse racing, and but it's still open today. They took He had a huge pavilion. It was a round pavilion, and he had a statue, and he had a bust of the Prince of Wales, who later became King George the Fourth. They were very close, and having those kind of connections really helped to push off his occupation. But he can sell even today up to 10,000 thoroughbreds a month. A month? That can't be right. Maybe a year. Yeah, he
Wow.
but very successful. And it's amazing because, of course, we don't see it as much here in the United States, but a lot of places continue to survive and thrive. Um, there's a coffee shop, and there's a confectionery, and a men's clothing store. And they were open in the 1700s, and they're still open today. I think that's really neat. And what I want to do when I go is go to all those places that I write about, because Tattersalls is pretty prominent in one or two of my books. Um,
Interesting. And so, do you have any Tattersalls yourself?
you crazy. Well,
No.
yes, you are. I was I did a little thing on TikTok, and I was telling them how um, uh, Neil Haley, who is the media giant, I said he is. I mean, it's a Taduba Tondo because he is literally physically a giant. So I got a plug in for you.
Thank you. So, so you don't have any Tattersalls? I keep asking that question. How
um,
would you respond to that?
I don't know how to respond to that. I'd like to, um, but Tattersalls, they had a jockey club, and it was the very elite that belonged, or you could be a gentleman with a whole bunch of money, and then you could get in that way. But there was high stakes gambling. They did a lot of heavy duty gambling. It and it would make sense in a place like that that buys and sells horses. And they also had an auction. So if there was a horse that didn't work out for you or you needed money, um, instead of taking the time to try and find a buyer, they would just auction the stock off. And it was pretty neat. They had everything. Of course, they can't gamble now; it's illegal. But
So
and
what other things in England do you find? Tell us about that. Like other things that you can find that you want to see when you get to England.
oh, there's a confectionery, and I forget. I'll have to tell you what the name of it is, but um, they make all kinds of sweets and candied fruits and candied nuts and coffee. And they were there, I think, even in the 1600s, and they're still open today. Um, there's haberdashery, and they worked a lot with royalty, and they're still open today. There's a um, Gunter's, Gunter. Gunter's was a place where ladies could go and have tea in the afternoon. Didn't necessarily have to have an escort as long as they were with another lady. And they did very well. Coaches would come if somebody was courting. They would go. The gentleman would get out of the coach or the carriage, go in and order what they wanted, and then Gunter's help would bring it out to the coach or the carriage so they could eat it inside there, and then they would come back and get the plateware, silverware. Yeah, because we didn't have plastic, we didn't have throwaway, so they had to return all that. But most people did really good by that. Um, it's just really interesting to see how some of those places have survived. And I think the notoriety and people being able to read about those places is interesting, and maybe it spurs on curiosity that keeps it going.
Other fun things in England you're going to do when you get there.
Oh, I'm going to do everything. I am. I'm going to do everything. I may end up on one of those little old lady scooters or something. If my poor old fractured hip I can do really good during the day, but in the evening, if I've been on it too much, it sucks. But I did go have my wrist looked at by the orthopedic surgeon, and he told me I was doing exceptional and I didn't have to come back.
Good.
I said, yeah.
So basically, how make sure no more accidents for you.
Oh, I know this was terrible. Just how many bones can you break with one simple fall? I don't get it. I just try to do everything the best I can. Why break one when you can break several?
All right. Well, your fans could go to minavalentine.com to purchase your book, right?
Oh, I'm so
Exactly.
excited about this
The,
new.
the new website that's going to be
Yeah,
soon up. Yep. I'm excited
and
as well.
Neil is redoing the whole thing, and it's beautiful. He showed me part of it.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and I'm really excited. I think it'll do well, and have that little button that says "Buy here."
Yeah.
I want everybody to make sure they know where that little button is.
The little button and buy here. Okay. So go to minavalentine.com, purchase the book today. Appreciate it, Mina.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
That was a special simulcast, the Neil Haley Show and the Mina Valentine Show, guys. Take care.